guys, so today I'm going to be doing a test out, and it's going to be a beauty sponge versus another beauty sponge. So the ones I picked up are the Quo one this is from Shoppers Drug Mart, and then versus one that is from the Dollarama. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. And if you guys are not new, welcome back to my channel. Before we get into this, please subscribe to my channel and click on that little bell so you're getting the notifications of when my upcoming videos are coming out. Alright, if you guys want to see how these beauty sponges work, and if there's a difference between the two, just keep watching. So the beauty sponges I'm going to be using are, this is the Quo Perfecting Sponge. It's like a little diamond-y kind of weird pawn. It looks kind of like a piece for a chest set. Anyway, so this is what it looks like up close. It's quite smooshy. It says on the back that it perfectly applies and evenly blends out makeup using this multi-purpose sponge. It says to wash in regular warm water. And then, alright, air to dry. Okay, yeah. So this sponge was $8, and we're gonna test the other one out, which is this right here. It's a Latex-Free. This is what the packaging looks like. You can see by the tag right here that this came from the Dollarama, and it was $2.50. So this just says it's a cosmetic sponge, and it's, again, for perfectly blending out makeup application. It's a teardrop sponge that works great with liquid makeup, it says. So this one is what it looks like here. It's pretty much the same shape as the Beauty Blender version. It's a different color, but it's quite dense. This one's a little bit more softer. This one's a bit squishier. So this is what they look like dry. This is what they look like wet. So you can see that they got quite a bit bigger. I am going to be doing this side of my face with this one, and this is the Quo one, and then I'll use the other side of my face with the dollar store one. So I am going to be using, this is the Dream Liquid Mousse by Maybelline, and I'm in the color 75. So I'm just gonna put it on my hand, some squirts, and let's just see how this goes. So I'll start off with this side. I always just kind of do this first when I'm using a regular beauty blender, just to blend, just to kind of apply it to my face. So we shall see. All right, let's try this. All right, so first off, I find that this is a bit hard. It's not as soft as like the regular beauty blender. It's soaking up a lot of foundation, which it could just be because it hasn't been used before, so it's soaking up a lot of it, but even my regular beauty blenders don't look like they soak up that much color. It could just be because this is a bit lighter. I am having to go back and put more foundation on, so I don't know if it's because the beauty sponge is soaking up way too much product, but I'm literally having to add more to my face, so I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't want to be spending all this money on foundation when it's getting soaked up into a beauty sponge. So that is what it looks like there. It covered up some of the redness like that I have here. As you can see, it looks a bit nicer compared to this side. Honestly, it doesn't look too streaky. It does look like it blended very, very well. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you can see a bit closer. So you can see that there's still a bit redness right here. I don't know if that's gonna get covered by this sponge. It did a pretty decent, it doesn't look like it's streaky or anything, which is nice. It looks like it's a bit too, my foundation's a bit too light for my color, my skin tone right now. In all fairness, I was trying to be nice to the dollar store sponge because I have so many issues on this side. So I figured I would use the better one for this side. But this one did pretty decent. I definitely wouldn't throw this out, that's for sure. Alright, so I don't have any more foundation on my hands, so I'm gonna have to squirt it again, which normally 2 squirts is usually what I need for my whole face. So we'll see how well the Quo one works. I'm gonna use the bottom of this one, and I'm gonna use this part for under my eyes after, but I'm gonna use the bottom to do this. I find this one isn't as hard. This one's quite a bit nicer. I don't feel like I'm beating my face with it, which is nice. I also am finding that this one doesn't look like it's soaking it up as much. Okay, so this is what the side is looking like. It covered up a lot of the redness from my issues that I've been having lately. It is definitely not streaky. I don't find anything wrong with it. I did find that this one was a lot softer applying, so that will probably be a big difference, especially underneath my eyes. But it looks quite similar. It doesn't look like I actually used two different beauty blenders, which is nice. All right, so now that we've got you zoomed in, I'm gonna go in and use my Shape Tape from Tarte for my concealer. This is in light sand. This is going to be a test in itself. This is a bit lighter, but I'm just gonna apply it to under my eyes. Of course, I'm gonna have to put a bit here, and a bit here, and a bit on my texture. So I'm gonna go in with this one first. This is the dollar store one, which is $2.50. And I'm going to just turn it around. So this is the foundation side and this is the other side. So I'm just gonna turn it around and do this. Yeah, see, this one's a bit harder and I feel like I'm gonna have to beat my face just to get it to blend out. It's a little bit harder to blend with this one. So it just kind of feels like it's just moving it around a little bit. It doesn't feel like it's covering as well. It just looks like, if you can see, it just looks like all I'm doing is moving it around and soaking it up. It did blend the bottom right here out a bit better. Just my under eye bag right here did not do a very good service for that. I'm going to try a little bit more concealer to see if this will help. So this bag under this eye actually happens to be darker than this one, and I always have a bit more of an issue right in here. I'm gonna cheat a little bit with this one. I don't think it's technically cheating, but so again, the dollar store one, it just looked like it smushed around the concealer. Okay, moving on to this one. So let's just try the Quo one, see how well this works. Of course, I'm gonna just start down here. And, oh, see, that blended out a lot easier. All right, it doesn't look like it soaked up as much. You can see right here, like if I went like this and blended it down here, it actually, some of it came off, so we'll see. This tip is a really thin and so it might be a bit harder to use under the eyes, but I'm gonna try and see how well this works. Oh yeah, it's a bit harder to move this around perfectly without wrecking my eye makeup, so I think I'm just gonna, we'll see. It's great to get into that corner here. If you have a lot of dark circles right in here, this one would definitely be nice to get really good in there because it's such a thin tip. This is what that side of my face looks like. This right here is super, super red. That's like a zit that's kind of doing its own thing, and it just, my face is just breaking out everywhere. So, in conclusion, so this is the dollar store side, and then this is the Quo side. Now I'm going to set my under eyes with this here, and this is the Ulta Beauty setting powder. So this is in the banana. So I'm just gonna take this beauty sponge and see how well this works. No. This feels way too wet and damp still to be doing this. It feels like I'm soaking up more product as I'm putting it onto my face. And then let's try this one. I'm actually gonna use the bottom for this. Oh yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. You can see the powder there. Oh yeah, the finish on this one for the powder is a lot nicer. Like, most of the product is coming off onto my face, which is nice. I probably could set my whole face with the rest of this. Not that I'm setting my whole face with setting powder, but... Okay. Alright, let's try one more thing with the... Oh, this is so wet. I don't even want to try this anymore. Oh, it even looks like it's falling apart already. It's starting to, like... I can't tell. I don't know if you can tell. It's starting to peel at the bottom already. Do not buy this. I'm going to try one more thing, and I'm just going to add some translucent powder. So I'm going to just try to put some translucent powder on my face down here, like I did with the other one. Okay, no. All right. So that's done. This side is nice. I can feel it. It's still a bit tacky because I didn't do my whole face with the setting powder, but this side feels exactly the same, but I already used this with the whole side of my face. In conclusion, don't waste your money on a $2.50 one from Dollarama. Go out and spend the $8 on one like this. Obviously, if you really want to buy a beauty blender, buy the beauty blender, because I have had a beauty blender for a couple of years and it has never steered me wrong, and I'm still using the same ones. As long as you're cleaning them properly, they last for a long time. Like, and as you can see, it's already looks like it's starting to fall apart. I don't know how long this one will last, but it worked really good. It doesn't feel like it's super, like if I squish it, it doesn't feel like water is gonna come out of it. Even though I used a towel to soak up all the water, this one just feels super wet. And every time I put it on my face, it feels like I'm literally moving product around and smushing it around instead of this one's actually feels like I'm blending it in. Don't waste your money on the dollar store one. This is why we do these videos, so you don't have to waste your money. That was everything for this beauty sponge versus beauty sponge. If you like these kind of videos, leave me a comment in the comments below. I have a few other ideas and I think I'm gonna make it a series, so stay tuned for that. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Bye.